Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. We're going to be doing the daily reading for Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. And today is a day that's ruled by the second chakra and guided by endlessness. The galactic signature of today is the white wizard energy, and the white cosmic wizard. And so the white wizard tribe is all about enchanting, timelessness, and receptivity. And that timeless theme is coming through very heavily today as we have the cosmic tone as the tone of today. This is the 13th tone of creation. This is the tone that encompasses all of the first 12 tones, right? And the tone that really helps to move us outside of linear time. And that tone in and of itself is all about presence. It's about endurance, transcendence, and presence. And presence is the way that we become the masters of time, right? When we can be present, fully present in the now, which is the only moment that truly exists, we can navigate absolutely anything, and we can navigate to absolutely anywhere. When people talk about time travel, for instance, what they're really doing is they are centering in the now moment, and from that now moment, they are able to navigate into any other now moment that they wish, okay? And so we're not necessarily getting heavy on the astral travel today unless that's something that you want to do. But this day is about tapping into our own ability to transcend time. And how we do this is by being fully present and fully immersed in the moment, right? And when we are fully immersed and fully present in the moment, we are also fully receptive to everything that that moment has to offer us, as well as being able to be truly receptive to others. And this receptivity theme I'm also feeling very strongly today. This energy of connecting, right? Connecting on a deep level with other human beings, of being receptive to ideas, to thoughts, to emotions, to all of those different ways that we connect with all of the different people in our lives and all of the different experiences. So being fully immersed in the experience of being alive today. This is also the energy, and this is the part that we really harp on this part when we have the white wizard energy coming through. And that is the spells, right? The white wizard energy is the energy of the shaman. It is the energy of the night seer. And I like to think of this as like the magician type energy, right? And so we want to really remember and understand that our thoughts, our words, and our beliefs are spells. So what spells are you creating today, right? We want to be fully present for that. And if there are any spells that we are creating with our words, our thoughts, and our beliefs that are not in line with our vision for ourselves, how can we transcend those thought patterns, right? And the astrology of the day ties very deeply into that. I'll read you the information or the affirmation for the day, and then we'll go into the astrology and what I noticed that was significant for today. So the white cosmic wizard energy says, I endure in order to enchant, transcending receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of endlessness, right? Living in an eternal now, right? This entire multiverse exists in an eternal now, right? And so because we exist in that eternal now, it is literally, everything is quite literally endless, right? It's an endless field of possibility. And so how do we organize that endless field of possibility to our benefit? It's by the spells that we're casting, right? It's by the words, by the beliefs, and our actions, right? Because our actions are a concrete manifestation of our desires, right? And so if our actions are not in line with our thoughts and our words, with our beliefs, with our truth, how can we realign those things? How can we transcend whatever limitations stand in the way of us fully expressing our truth, right? Of us being fully present, of us being fully receptive to everything that this day, that this moment, right, has to offer. And so the interesting thing about the astrology today is the fact that we do have this stellium in Capricorn, which we have had all year, more or less, right? With Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter. But we also have Pallas, or Paulus. I'm not really sure. I think it's Pallas. I think that's how they say it. This is an asteroid that I'm just starting to become familiar with because it is conjunct Pluto today and very much involved in that stellium of those planets. And I found it really interesting because Pallas represents Athena, right? But the deeper meaning and understanding of Pallas's energy is that it's an energy that allows us to really notice habitual patterns, to pull our mind sort of out of linear thinking and notice the way that different dots are connecting and become aware of patterns, right? And then find a creative solution. It's very much Athena represented a lot of things, right? She was the goddess of war. She was also linked to creativity, to the hearth and the home, to all kinds of different things. And so this creative energy, these creative solutions, right, to problems and patterns and resolutions. And so I'm feeling that energy as very interesting right now. And I can absolutely see this reflected in my own life currently. And so I wanted to share it. And I mean, it's definitely hopeful. It's been a really intense and dynamic, year, right? But especially the past couple weeks, like this past week was one of the most powerful astrological weeks that we've had all year, right? And so we're still feeling all the energies of that. We're still feeling the energy of that conjunction, that final conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto. And I'm looking here and they are still, they're 1 degree apart now. So they're still like very, very in each other's energy, and we can feel the effects of that. And so it's nice to have a little hope. It's nice to have a little bit, maybe to be able to connect those dots a little bit. So wherever you guys find this Capricorn stellium in your natal charts is the area of your life that has been under major construction this year, right? This is where we are moving beyond all of our old belief systems, all of our old patterns, all of our old habitual ways of doing things. We're really stepping into a new level of authority in our lives, and authority over our own energy, stepping into our empowerment. There is so much that is happening around wherever these energies are converging in your natal chart. And so where you've had this kind of possibly this push and pull, and there's been a lot of confusion, and there's been a lot of demand for change and transformation, right? We may be finally being able to integrate that and to take what we've learned and put it into practice, because Paulus is giving us this higher understanding of all of these different patterns and how to possibly break them, right? If we've been very aware of them and we've been wanting to transcend them, but it's been difficult to do so, this energy coming in and adding to this stellium in Capricorn may be just the final ingredient that we need to be able to move through and transcend those energies, right? And with that energy of transcendence today, with that cosmic tone, that is very, very likely and very hopeful, I think. We also have right now the moon in Capricorn. And so this adds to that desire for that, right? Like emotionally, we are feeling very much in our authority, very much in our power. We are wanting to take care of things today, to take care of business. Today is a take care of business kind of day, right? With that moon energy coming in strong as well in the sign of Capricorn. And we have the moon making a lot of aspects. The moon sextiling Mercury in Scorpio is definitely an energy that's adding to that. It's like the things that we have been learning as well during this Mercury retrograde season, which Mercury is now, I believe, what is today again? I see, it's moving out of linear time. We have trouble centering back into it when we need to. Yeah, I believe tomorrow will be the final day of the Mercury post-shadow period. And so this is really a time of tying up those loose ends. What did we learn about ourselves, about the truth that lies within our hearts, right? About that deep, dark shadow material, that deeper layer of that that was being exposed during that Mercury retrograde, and how can we incorporate that, right? How can we put that into practice? How can we take that information and use it appropriately, right? Capricorn is all about, how do I utilize this constructively, right? It's an earth energy. It's a very strategic energy. It's an energy that's very much like, let's get this shit done. And so that's kind of the attitude that we're having right now when it comes to these major areas in our lives that have been under review and scrutiny, right, throughout this season of 2020. You guys know what I mean. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like, right? The season of 2020. Oh, yeah. And then, we still have a lot of the other intense combinations going on that we've had. The moon's also trining Uranus. So there's that once again, that thinking outside the box kind of energy that's very heavy today, right? Really supporting our individuality, supporting our freedom, our authenticity, and truly stepping into that. And we also have a sextile to Neptune. And so this is a moon sextile Neptune is a highly intuitive, highly psychic energy, right? It's a highly spiritual energy. So we're really looking at the larger spiritual lessons underneath everything that we've been learning and encountering, and underneath the growth, right? These patterns that we have been noticing that we're probably even more aware of over these last few days, right? We're seeing the higher spiritual learning, the higher spiritual point, really, like, why is this happening, right? What was this teaching me? Why did I choose this, right? And some of these things, these are things that we chose when we came into this lifetime, right? These are huge life lessons. When we have planets like Pluto and Saturn involved in these are karmic planets. These are planets that evolve the soul, right? And so this is like heavy soul evolution that we came into this lifetime to learn. This is big stuff, you guys. And so if you guys have been doing this work, if you have been willing to look at what's being shown to you and to really take constructive action around what it is that your soul is ready to change and evolve beyond, right? To transcend. Congratulations, because this is not easy work. It certainly has not been easy work for me, and I'm sure that it hasn't been easy work for you guys. But we show up, right? Sometimes that's the only thing that we can do is show up. So even if you have been showing up, like, I admire you for that. So give yourself some credit for that. Right now, with everything that's going on this earth, just showing up is huge. And it's not, I hate using the word just because that downplays the importance of it. So let's get rid of that. Let's remove that word. Showing up is so powerful right now. And then we also have the moon square Mars. And so that is a little bit of that frustration. There is an energy of frustration in the air, right? As well, adding to this. We are feeling incredibly motivated, but there may be some areas where we're not feeling quite the movement that we want, right? Mars is direct, but he's picking up speed again. So he's still moving slowly. And when we get to the end of November into December, he will be moving much faster. There is a lot of momentum building right now. We just may not be fully able to sense it and see it quite. I think we can sense it. We just can't necessarily maybe see it as much as we would like. But it's there. Don't worry. If something is still stalled, or it still feels like it's manifesting slowly, just trust in that process. Trust in that process. Continue to do the work. Continue to show up. All right. And I think that's really, as far as the astrology goes, that's all I wanted to go over. That Pallas or Paulus, I should look up the way that you're supposed to pronounce it. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Adding to that stellium, that is really exciting energy. It's like a huge breakthrough energy. And we are moving toward eclipse season now as well. We'll have that first eclipse on the 29th or the 30th of November, depending on where you are in the world. Of course, there will be a video on that, and it is in Gemini. So Gemini with a lot of Scorpio energy in there still. Like, this Scorpio energy it's not letting up, you guys. It's not letting up, but it's really, Venus is going to move into Scorpio as well when we get into December. So, it's just, we're really being asked to dig deep, but it's really, really, truly beautiful. All right, what do I want to pull? I want to pull a couple Wisdom of the Hidden Realms cards for you guys. Clear. All right, let's get some guidance for today. And I already forgot the date again. I think it's the 18th today, right? Let me check that. Yes, Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Let's get us some energy, some guidance for today. How do we navigate these energies today? What is coming up for us? What do we need to know, Spirit? Let's get some information out here. First card out, the Chess Queen. Trust and strategizing. And so this is that Capricorn energy, right? That energy of strategy that we were talking about, chess, right? And this is funny that the Chess Queen came out, because remember, was it last week that I was talking to you guys about the vision that I was shown, or the information that was channeled to me about how everything that's going on right now, it's like a game of chess. And so all we have to do is trust in the outcome and visualize the highest and the best outcome possible when it comes to everything that's going on in the world today, right? As well as what's going on. And remember, the microcosm reflects the macrocosm and vice versa. And so what's going on in the world is also going on with us. It's all the same. And so we can apply this to our own lives as well as the world scene, right? So it's like our job is to trust it, to visualize the highest possible outcome, and to leave the rest up to Spirit, because there is a lot of strategy going on here. But when it comes to our own lives, it's like that inspired strategy. That's what we're looking for as we are personally strategizing, all right? And actually this is perfect, because that was the other thing I learned about Pallas that I forgot, or Paulus. Oh my God, that's going to drive me crazy. I like to know how to pronounce words. I don't know why I didn't look that up, but that is Pallas. We're going to say Pallas. Yeah. That the strategizing piece, but it's that piece of what we've been learning throughout 2020, really, right? With all of these Mercury retrogrades, when we talk about balancing the logic and the intuition, Pallas is really good at that. All right. And so that is something that's being brought into the mix as well, which is helping to cement that in. That's being brought in with this Capricorn energy, right? And so we have Pallas in Capricorn teaching us how to strategize from that higher perspective, from that blend of our logic and our intuition. We get those intuitive hits, and then we put those into practice, right? We then logically say, okay, that's the guidance. How do I enact this? What steps do I take to do that? And we understand that it's a game of chess, right? So it's not necessarily fast moving. Chess is a slow moving game, but it is a game that is very exact. And so we can trust that what is going on the world stage is very exact. Even if we can't see the evidence of it, we can feel into it. How does it feel, right? When I remove myself from the fear programming, right? When I tune into my own truth and the true energy, what does that energy feel like, right? Can I trust that? Even if what I'm being shown on the outside does not match. Remember, the outside, it's all Maya. It's all illusion. At this time, most of what we are being shown, if we look on the world stage, is a lie. And so the truth exists here, right? All right, let's see. Let's read. Is there anything else that I want to read? Or is there anything that I want to read? The Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ooh, I like that. Also, ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in this process of unfolding, right? So those are the intuitive hits that we then follow. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? We talked about this at the beginning of the video, right? This is a reminder that if not, how can we transcend that? This is a reminder that there is your plan, and then there is the divine plan for your life, right? The fated path versus the destined path. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The Chess Queen says that you will win this game as long as you let Spirit choose your moves. Follow your bliss in the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of the Chess Queen and she appears as your ally. Success is assured. I love that. I absolutely love that. And now I'm wanting to pull a Lightworker Oracle card. And then under that, we have on the bottom of the deck, we have the camel boy, small steps asking for help. So that's the same thing. Chess is a slow game. Take those small calculated steps. Ask for help from your spiritual team, right? Ask for that guidance. Ask for that vision for your life. I really loved that, right? Ask for that vision. And then also, like, remember that spirit delivers us help. Like, when we need help in the physical, that help comes through physical sources. And so it is okay to reach out to the people in your life as well. Ask them for help. I'm feeling even more than asking for help too. For a lot of us, it's like accepting that help when it's offered. That's been something that I think a lot of us have had to learn as well, is how to accept help, right? We don't have to do it all by ourselves. There are some things that, yes, we do, but we don't have to do all of it, right? There is so much assistance available to us. And even when we are doing it, right, we're not doing it alone, because we have an incredible team of helpers surrounding us at all times, right? So never, even when we are possibly in this physical reality appearing to do things alone, we're never actually doing anything alone. And first card out, Orbs of Light. Yes, so this is the divine inspiration that we were talking about, right? This is the information, the downloads, everything that's coming through right now. That guidance that's coming through that we were talking about. This is that guidance, and that's delivered in all different sorts of ways. There's more for this card too. I'm feeling like somebody who's watching this has been noticing these orbs lately and been wondering what those are about. And so if that resonates with you, like, those orbs they are spirits as well. They are possibly, like, sometimes they can be wayward or displaced spirits, but I'm not necessarily feeling that energy. I'm feeling like they are beneficial spirits. Like, they're almost like your guides or your angels showing themselves to you in a type of physical form, or a non-physical form, but like a type of something that you can see, to sort of to comfort you and let you know that they're there, to let you know, just like what I was talking about, that you're not alone, right? I feel like there are people who feel very alone right now. And so notice this. If this is going on for you, notice this and understand that this is them, like, confirming that you are not alone. Some people may see these differently. They may seem like orbs of light. They may look like golden sparks. There's all different ways that any of these little anomalies that you see, especially if you notice these when you're in a period of pain, or when you're asking for help or seeking guidance. This is like confirmation that help is coming through. And this is confirmation that there is a lot of communication coming for a lot of you from the spiritual realm. So it's really, and I mean, notice how this light is emanating from her heart center, right? So really open up your hearts to receive. It's like receiving, but it feels like she's giving, right? So it's that open flow of giving and receptivity. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of comfort and spiritual strength being given to people right now. And so if you are able to get really quiet, if you are able to get really open and receptive, and remember that is an energy of today, right? You may be able, like, to tap in and feel this energy, feel this light energy that is being sent to you, right? That is, yeah. Go into this light, right? Like, my eyes keep being drawn into the center of this light, like a portal, right? This portal of unconditional love, this portal of divine lights. It's like, I'm feeling for some of you guys, like, you may see this light in meditation too. Like, you may see this light in meditation. And if you see this light, right, and if it feels good, allow yourself to be drawn into this light. Because there's information and there's knowledge for you within it. Yeah. For whoever that's for. There is information and there is knowledge in that, within that light. It's like an initiation or something for somebody. And we hear about this a lot of times in spiritual stories, right? When people receive these massive downloads, it's like that light that kind of comes and it gets brighter and brighter, and it just kind of there's something major that you're going to receive, and it has to do with this. It's something with the light, something with the light and going into the light. You know, there's that age-old joke, like, don't go into the light, right? But at this point in time, like, it's a choice to be here and it's a choice to leave. And so, like, you won't accidentally leave, right? We will always be given, I feel like, this is so weird that this is coming through right now. But I feel like at this time, if any of us were to have the opportunity or the option to leave this planet, we would be given a choice before exiting. This is really strange, you guys. Oh my God, sometimes the weirdest stuff comes through. So you don't have to worry about leaving by accident. It's almost like you don't have to worry about transitioning unless you want to. Yeah, like we're all given that opportunity. And so I guess this is also confirmation for people, anyone who's lost a loved one recently. Don't worry about them, like that whole thought of like they should have had more time, right? They got that option and they decided to leave. They decided to leave because their soul was ready. Because they were ready to transition. And like what we're doing here, this is not a normal lifetime. Nobody that incarnates on Earth right now, like that, this is not, like we've gone through cycles and cycles through the ages where people came here just to learn, and not to just, I say just a lot. People came here to learn and to grow and to complete their karma and to learn more lessons and all of that. It's the school of Earth, right? And it still is a school, but it's different now because the Earth is ascending. And so the lessons and the experiences that we come here for are the same, but they're also very different. And so nobody is here by accident right now, and nobody leaves by accident. Not that they ever did, right? Not that they ever did, but they really are not now. And so what's going on Earth right now, it's like a lot of souls came here just because they wanted to experience a little bit of that. And not all of them wanted to stay, right? And even some who did want to stay, if they get the option to leave, they may choose to leave, especially when they remember in that moment, right, how incredibly blissful and peaceful it is in the non-physical. They may choose to become non-physical. And if they choose to become non-physical, that's okay. And you will have that choice as well. So you do not have to worry about, and when I say transitioning, I mean like the linear 3D interpretation of that would be death, right? But we know death does not exist. That's why we call it transitioning. You will be given that choice. You will be given that option. So don't be afraid of that. That's another message that's coming through. And then the card that came out here was the Key of Light. Whew, some weird messages this morning, you guys. Like not anything that I anticipated coming through here. All right, and the Key of Light, I love this. So this says, Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the Key of Light. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. Archangel Michael has a message for you. You have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Though as you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. So this is what we talk about, right? True freedom exists within here. And as the outer world is seeking more and more to control us, right? Or They always have, right? But now we're seeing it more and more clearly because it is becoming more and more apparent and obvious, right? This is when the real test where we get to choose and we get to decide. I choose to be free, right? And that freedom starts here, right? It's not out there. Freedom exists in here. For now, to be free, use the key of light. This means staying true to what you know for yourself, right? Your inner knowing. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave into naysayers and fear generators. Most especially, do not collapse under your own fears and doubts. Gently and persistently cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle, free you from any apparent prison, and ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. All doors shall be opened to you. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. Step back and radiate love from your center, right? That is your way. You do not have to betray your spirituality to fight. You can fight with love and trust, and that can be your way as a spiritual warrior. In each moment you choose love and trust, you are fighting the good fight. You are learning that love is expressed in no as much as in yes. For when you fight against those who want you to deny the truth, you are standing clear and strong in loving truth. Michael helps you realize the strength that you already have within you to do this. This oracle is a message for you to trust in your own ability to triumph right now. You are the key to success. You must believe in yourself. You don't have to force a door to open. In perfect time, according to divine grace, all doors will open for you. Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. You shall not be kept back from your divine destiny. You shall be empowered to succeed. Refuse to give up on your dreams. This may mean freeing yourself from situations or relationships that have enslaved or controlled you. When you are ready, this can be done with great gentleness, compassion, and strength. Free yourself with love, not fear. You may need to lock doors to the past behind you. With divine empowerment, you can completely and utterly allow the past to be over. You will find that new doors can then be unlocked for you. How absolutely perfect is that, you guys? Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So perfect. And I want to read this because this is stayed on the bottom of the deck too. Spiritual decree. And this just says, you have been wondering what will happen next in your life and not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Remember, you have the key of light, right? This unlocks any door. What do you want? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it and you shall be it. So this is speaking to the universe what I want, who I am. You issue that spiritual decree, right? That's why we talk about the power of the phrase I am. That is a spiritual decree. You decide what you are. You decide who you are. You decide. That's the beauty of free will. It is your choice. So this is empowering us to take our power back, to take control over our lives, to take control over our destiny, right? Follow your truth. Follow the love. Follow that light. Follow your heart of hearts, and that will not steer you wrong. And then under that was life path, right? So you get to choose what that life path is, right? So my feeling or my belief is choose the path that brings the most joy. Choose a path that lights you up. You get to do that. You can do that, right? Don't let anybody else tell you what you should do, who you should be, where you should go, right? You get to decide that. This is the era. This is where we as a collective take that power back. We decide what we want to do. We decide where we want to go. We decide what we want this world to look like. What is the world that I want to live in, right? What is the world that resonates with me? That's what we decree. That is what we are choosing in each and every moment. And what we choose in our personal world is the microcosm that reflects the macrocosm. If I choose joy, if I choose peace, if I choose what lights me up, right, in my life, that ripples out into the greater collective reality as well. If I choose my own freedom, my own empowerment, right? That is the energy, that is the light that I am adding to the collective world. You have all the power, you have all the choice, right? You are a conscious creator. You are God, right? We are coming back into that understanding that we are God, right? We get to design this reality. So what is our spiritual decree, right? All right, I love you guys so very, very much. I appreciate you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you liked this video, like this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the bell with the little squigglies to get the notifications. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this video resonated for you, how this day is feeling for you. You guys know I love hearing from you. There are links down below to donate to my channel. It is so appreciated if you do. But understand, every single like, every share, every comment is as good as a donation, because it helps this channel to grow and this message to get out to as many people as possible, right? We always trust that whoever is meant to hear it will, but those little actions help to assist in that process and are very much appreciated. My email is down below with the description of my services. If you want a healing, if you want a personal reading, anything that I offer, please reach out to me. That my mission is to serve you. I love you. I appreciate you so very, very incredibly much. Have a wonderful and empowered day.